Welcome to the 2023 Texas DMV Practice Test. This test has 60 questions with explained answers to help you prepare for this test. Before we get started, don't forget to jumpstart that like button to keep this channel running. Now, here is your DMV instructor to walk you through the questions.
Question 1. When driving at speeds under 30 miles per hour, keep a minimum following distance of A. 1 second, B. 2 seconds, C. 3 seconds, D. 4 seconds. The answer is B. The more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you will have to react if another driver makes a mistake. Keep a minimum following distance of 2 seconds when driving slower than 30 miles per hour, under normal conditions. Question 2. When involved in an accident, you should provide A. Your insurance and registration information. B. Your full name and address. C. Reasonable assistance to anyone who has been injured. D. All of the above. The answer is D. Before leaving the scene of an accident, everyone involved should provide their name, address, registration information, and insurance information to the other drivers. If anyone has been injured in the accident, reasonable assistance should be provided. Question 3. Don't follow other cars too closely because A. You may not see the road between the cars. B. You may not have time to stop if the vehicle in front of you slows or stops suddenly. C. You may not see the vehicle's turn signals. D. You may not see the other vehicle's brake lights. The answer is B. If you follow too closely and the vehicle in front of you slows or stops suddenly, you may not have enough time to avoid a collision. Question 4. If you are found guilty of violating Texas open container law, you will be fined up to A. $500, B. $1,500, C. $1,000, D. $100. The answer is A. If you are found guilty of violating Texas open container law, you will be fined up to $500. Question 5. According to the Texas Driver Handbook, about what percentage of traffic fatalities in Texas occurred in alcohol-related crashes? A. 30%, B. 18%, C. 20%, D. 10%. The answer is A. According to the Texas Driver Handbook, 29% of traffic fatalities in Texas occurred in alcohol-related crashes. This compares with 28% nationwide, according to the CDC. Question 6. Use of which of the following can lead to a conviction for driving while intoxicated? A. Prescription medications. B. Over-the-counter medications. C. Marijuana. D. Any of the above. The answer is D. Alcohol isn't the only substance whose use can get you into trouble. Under Texas law, you can be convicted of driving while intoxicated for operating a motor vehicle while you're under the influence of any substance that significantly impairs your driving. This can include illegal drugs, some prescription medications, and even some over-the-counter medications. If you are unsure about the effects of a particular medication, read the warning label or ask your pharmacist or doctor. Question 7. If you are convicted of driving while intoxicated for the first time, you will be fined up to A. $500, B. $2,000, C. $100, D. $1,000. The answer is B. A first-time driving while intoxicated conviction can result in a fine of up to $2,000, jail time ranging from 72 hours to 180 days, and a license suspension of 365 days, if you are under 21 years of age, or 90 to 365 days, if you are at least 21 years of age. Question 8. If a driver under 21 years of age is convicted of driving while intoxicated with an open container of alcohol, what is the minimum jail sentence for a first offense? A. 2 days, B. 10 days, C. 6 days, D. 4 days. The answer is C. For a first offense, if a driver under 21 years of age is convicted of driving while intoxicated with an open container of alcohol, the minimum jail sentence is between 6 days and 180 days. Additionally, their license will be suspended for 365 days, and they may face a fine of up to $2,000. Question 9. What should you do if you are the first person to arrive at the scene of a collision that you are not involved in? A. Warn approaching traffic. B. Notify the local police. C. Move your vehicle off the traveled portion of the roadway. D. Do all of the above. The answer is D. When encountering a collision scene where you are not directly involved, your primary concern is preventing further accidents. Pull your vehicle off the roadway, inform emergency officials, and avoid standing in traffic lanes. Request assistance from other witnesses to warn approaching traffic. Only move injured individuals if there is a risk of fire. If possible, turn off the ignition of all vehicles involved in the collision. Question 10. When entering a public roadway from a private road, which of the following is true? A. You can enter the roadway without signaling. B. You must switch on your hazard flashers first. C. You must yield to the vehicles on the roadway. D. You can make a sharp turn and enter the roadway while blowing the horn. The answer is C. When entering from a private road or driveway, it is necessary to yield to vehicles already on the public roadway. To enter a public roadway from an alley, driveway, or private road, come to a stop before driving onto or crossing the sidewalk area, then proceed cautiously. It is important to yield the right of way to both pedestrians and approaching vehicles. Question 11. Which of the following statements about freeways is false? A. Enter a freeway smoothly by accelerating on the entrance ramp to match the speed of freeway traffic. B. Freeways are designed to handle higher speed traffic safely. C. While using a freeway, cross a solid line immediately after entering or before exiting. D. Most freeways have deceleration lanes to assist you in exiting. The answer is C. Crossing a solid line while entering or exiting a freeway is not permitted. Freeways and interstate highways are designed to safely accommodate higher speed traffic. Remember to smoothly accelerate on the entrance ramp to match the speed of traffic. Additionally, many freeways provide deceleration lanes to facilitate safe exiting. Question 12. Which of the following statements is false? A. Motorcycles are entitled to the same full lane width as other vehicles. B. When driving around bicycles, increase your following distance. C. Never drive alongside a motorcycle in the same lane. D. Bicycles and motorcycles move slower and stop slower than expected. The answer is D. Bicycles and motorcycles are smaller and harder to see and can move and stop faster than expected. Question 13. You are at a stop sign, waiting to turn right. A vehicle approaching from the left has its turn signal on. What should you do? A. Wait until the other vehicle actually starts to turn and then start your turn. B. Press the gas pedal immediately. C. Quickly turn on your headlights. D. Go ahead and turn because the other vehicle is about to turn too. The answer is A. When waiting at a stop sign to turn right and a vehicle approaches from the left with its turn signal on, wait until the other vehicle actually begins the turn before initiating your own turn. It's important to remember that drivers can make mistakes or change their intentions. The other driver may unexpectedly decide to go straight through the intersection or might have activated the turn signal accidentally. Relying solely on the other vehicle's turn signal can lead to a potential collision. Stay prepared for unreliable signals and unpredictable drivers. Question 14. What is the term for being constantly aware of driving conditions, planning ahead, anticipating dangers, and taking the right actions to avoid obstacles or other vehicles? A. Defensive driving. B. Good driving. C. Positive driving. D. Safe driving. The answer is A. Defensive driving. It involves anticipating potential dangers, planning ahead, and taking appropriate actions to prevent accidents. Being a defensive driver means staying aware of driving conditions and actively preparing for unexpected situations. Question 15. If a tire suddenly goes flat while you're driving, what should you do? A. Brake to a stop on the road. B. Increase your speed. C. Hold the steering wheel tightly and keep your vehicle going straight. D. Move to the left side of the road. The answer is C. In the event of a sudden flat tire, it is important to maintain control of the vehicle. Hold the steering wheel firmly and keep your vehicle moving straight. Gradually slow down by removing your foot from the gas pedal and lightly applying the brakes. Question 16. For better visibility in fog, rain, or snow, use your A. Emergency lights. B. Interior lights. C. Low beam headlights. D. High beam headlights. The answer is C. High beams let you see farther ahead. However, they can reflect off fog, rain, or falling snow, causing glare and making it even harder for you to see. Use low beams in fog, rain, or snow. Question 17. What is tailgating? A. Following too closely. B. Driving in blind spots. C. Crossing a railroad crossing gate. D. Making sharp lane changes. The answer is A. Tailgating refers to the practice of following another vehicle too closely. It is important to avoid tailgating as it is a leading cause of rear-end collisions, especially on interstate highways. When a vehicle in front suddenly slows down, inadequate space between vehicles can result in a collision. Question 18. When making a U-turn, you must not A. Yield the right-of-way to oncoming vehicles. B. Make it on a curve in the road or near a hill without sufficient visibility. C. Yield the right-of-way to pedestrians. D. Give a turn signal. The answer is B. When making a U-turn, avoid doing so on a curved road or near a hill with limited visibility. This ensures that you are visible to other drivers and reduces the risk of accidents. Remember to yield the right-of-way to oncoming vehicles and pedestrians, and there is no need to signal when making a U-turn. Question 19. While driving, talking on a cell phone may increase your chances of being in a crash by A. 3 times. B. Some other factor. C. 2 times. D. 4 times. The answer is D. Talking on a cell phone while driving can increase the risk of a crash by up to 4 times. The distraction caused by engaging in a conversation diverts your attention from the road, impairing your ability to react effectively. Additionally, texting while driving can increase the risk by as much as 8 times. Question 20. If you are about to pass a bicycle to your immediate right while an oncoming vehicle approaches on your immediate left, what should you do? A. Sound your horn to alert the oncoming vehicle. B. Slow down and let the vehicle pass first. C. Speed up and pass the bicycle first. D. Sound your horn to alert the bicyclist. The answer is B. When faced with this situation, it is best to prioritize safety by slowing down and allowing the oncoming vehicle to pass first. This ensures that there is enough space for both the oncoming vehicle and the bicycle. Once the oncoming vehicle has passed, you can then move to the left and proceed to pass the bicycle while maintaining a safe distance. Question 21. To avoid last-minute braking or the need to turn suddenly, you should look at least how many seconds ahead while driving in the city? A. 20 seconds. B. 5 seconds. C. 15 seconds. D. 10 seconds. The answer is D. To avoid sudden braking or abrupt turns, look at least 10 seconds ahead of your vehicle while driving in the city. Question 22. A roundabout is a circular intersection in which vehicles travel around a center island in what direction? A. Counterclockwise. B. Any. C. Clockwise. D. Straight line. The answer is A. In a roundabout, vehicles travel around a center island in a counterclockwise direction. These intersections are designed to reduce the number and severity of collisions as well as provide operational efficiencies. Question 23. A red arrow signal at an intersection indicates that A. Turning traffic must increase speed and turn quickly. B. Turning traffic must stop. C. Turning traffic must proceed at the same speed. D. Turning traffic must slow down. The answer is B. A red arrow signal means turning vehicles must stop. They must wait for the next green arrow or green light before turning in that direction. Question 24. What types of signs are usually diamond-shaped with black lettering or symbols on a yellow background? A. Destination signs. B. Warning signs. C. Service signs. D. Regulatory signs. The answer is B. Diamond-shaped signs with black lettering or symbols on a yellow background typically indicate warnings. Warning signs alert you to immediate conditions and provide information on hazards, direction changes, or other important situations. Question 25. If you see a yield sign in your lane, you must A. Slow down and stop if necessary. B. Proceed at an increased speed. C. Pull over. D. Move into the left lane. The answer is A. If you see a yield sign in your lane, you must slow down and stop if necessary, yielding to pedestrians and vehicles on the roadway you are crossing or entering. Question 26. If you are approaching an intersection and see a steady yellow traffic light, you should A. Turn back. B. Stop if it is safe to do so. C. Increase your speed. D. Take a detour to the left. The answer is B. A steady yellow traffic light signals an upcoming red light. If you're in the intersection, safely continue and clear it. If you're not in the intersection, stop if possible without sudden braking or risking a rear-end collision. Proceed with caution if you can't stop safely. Avoid speeding up to beat the red light. Question 27. You can avoid panic stops by A. Braking quickly. B. Changing lanes quickly. C. Spotting hazards well in advance. D. Following other vehicles closely. The answer is C. You can avoid panic stops by spotting hazards well in advance and planning how to deal with them. Stopping suddenly is dangerous and is usually a sign of a driver who is not paying attention. If you stop suddenly, you may get rear-ended by the vehicle behind you, or you may skid and lose control of your vehicle. Question 28. When you encounter a truck traveling next to you, keep as far as possible to the side to avoid what type of accident? A. A rear-end collision. B. A direct hit. C. A sideswipe accident. D. A head-on collision. The answer is C. When you encounter a truck traveling next to you, keep as far as possible to the side to avoid being sideswiped and reduce the wind turbulence between the two vehicles. Question 29. The hand and arm bent at 90 degrees and pointing downward indicate the driver's intention to A. Make a right turn. B. Make a left turn. C. Go straight. D. Slow down or stop. The answer is D. Use hand and arm signals when turn signals fail. For a right turn, bend your arm upward at 90 degrees. For a left turn, extend your arm leftward. To slow down or stop, bend your arm downward at 90 degrees. Question 30. Rear-end crashes are common on highways because many drivers A. Drive under the influence of alcohol. B. Don't use their headlights. C. Follow too closely. D. Take too long to apply their brakes. The answer is C. Following too closely or tailgating is the main cause of rear-end crashes on highways. Always maintain an adequate following distance behind the vehicle in front of you. Question 31. To avoid a head-on collision if there is an oncoming vehicle in your lane, you should A. Steer left toward the median. B. Keep your steering wheel straight. C. Steer right toward the shoulder or curb line. D. Increase your speed. The answer is C. To avoid a head-on collision, steer right toward the shoulder or curb line. Do not steer left, the other driver may try to steer back into the proper lane. Prepare to drive entirely off the roadway to the right if necessary to avoid a head-on collision. Head-on collisions are often fatal. Question 32. Which action is permissible when a broken yellow line is on your side of the center line? A. You may cross the line to safely overtake other vehicles. B. You may cross the line only if the opposing side also has a broken yellow line. C. Crossing the line is not allowed. D. None of the above actions apply. The answer is A. When a broken yellow line is present on your side of the center line, you are permitted to cross the line to overtake other vehicles, ensuring it can be done safely. Question 33. Which of the following statements about passing a vehicle is false? A. Avoid passing on the right unless you can do it safely. B. Do not pass more than one vehicle at a time. C. Do not follow another vehicle that is passing a car in front of you. D. You may exceed the speed limit to pass quickly. The answer is D. In Texas, it is always illegal to exceed the speed limit, even when passing another vehicle. Make sure you have the time and space to pass safely. Question 34. When two vehicles meet on a steep mountain road where neither can pass, which vehicle has the right of way? A. The vehicle traveling uphill. B. Neither vehicle. C. The vehicle that arrives first. D. The vehicle traveling downhill. The answer is A. When two vehicles meet on a steep mountain road where neither can pass, the vehicle traveling downhill must yield the right of way by backing up until the vehicle going uphill can pass. The vehicle facing downhill has the greater amount of control when backing. Question 35. In Texas, if you approach a person with a white cane or a white cane tipped with red who is about to cross the road, you must A. Take a detour. B. Use your horn. C. Stop if necessary. D. Proceed slowly. The answer is D. A person with a white cane is blind or visually impaired. Under Texas law, if you approach such a person who is about to cross the street, you must take whatever actions are necessary to avoid injuring the person, including stopping if necessary. Question 36. Under Texas law, if you intend to turn, you must signal continuously for at least how many feet before you turn? A. 500 feet. B. 100 feet. C. 300 feet. D. 400 feet. The answer is B. Whenever you intend to turn, communicate your intention well in advance. Under Texas law, if you intend to turn, you must signal continuously for at least 100 feet before you turn. After you turn, make sure that your turn signal is off. Note, at higher speeds, you should signal longer. At 40 miles per hour, a vehicle will travel 100 feet in 1.7 seconds, which is not much advance warning for that driver. Question 37. In accordance with Texas law, where is parking your vehicle prohibited? A. On a sidewalk. B. In a crosswalk. C. Within an intersection. D. All of the above locations. The answer is D. All of the above locations. According to Texas law, it is prohibited to park, stop, or stand a vehicle on a sidewalk, in a crosswalk, or within an intersection. It is essential to observe these regulations and also be mindful of any additional parking restrictions denoted by signs or pavement markings. Question 38. At night, you should dim your headlights to low beam whenever you are A. Within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. B. Driving on a well-lit road. C. Within 300 feet of a vehicle you are following. D. In all of the above situations. The answer is D. Under Texas law, you must dim your headlights to low beam whenever you are within 500 feet of an approaching vehicle or within 300 feet of a vehicle you are following. You should also dim your headlights on well-lit roads or when you drive in fog, rain, or snow. The light from high beams can reflect back from such precipitation and cause glare. Question 39. If you approach a school bus from either direction while the bus is displaying alternately flashing red lights, you must A. Stop. B. Increase your speed. C. Pass it with caution. D. Reduce your speed. The answer is A. Under Texas law, if you approach a school bus from either direction while the bus is displaying alternately flashing red lights, you must stop before reaching the bus and remain stopped until the red lights stop flashing. The bus driver signals you to proceed, or the bus resumes its motion. If you are found guilty of violating this law, you will be fined $500 to $1,250 for a first offense. Question 40. What is the speed limit in urban districts in Texas? A. 30 miles per hour. B. 25 miles per hour. C. 50 miles per hour. D. 40 miles per hour? The answer is A. In Texas, the speed limit in urban districts is generally set at 30 miles per hour unless there are specific signs indicating a different speed limit. This default speed limit helps promote safety in urban areas unless there are modifications indicated by appropriate signage. Question 41. In Texas, when must you use your headlights? A. From 1.5 hours before sunrise until 1 hour before sunrise. B. From 1 hour before sunrise until 2 hours before sunrise. C. From 2 hours before sunrise until 1/2 hour before sunrise. D. From 1/2 hour after sunset until 1/2 hour before sunrise. The answer is D. In Texas, you must use your headlights from 1/2 hour after sunset until 1/2 hour before sunrise. Question 42. Which occupants of a passenger vehicle in Texas are required to wear safety belts or appropriate child restraints? A. The driver, front seat passengers, and rear seat passengers under 17. B. The driver and front seat passengers. C. The driver and rear seat passengers. D. The driver and all passengers. The answer is D. Under Texas law, all occupants of a passenger vehicle, including the driver and all passengers, must wear safety belts or appropriate child restraints. Question 43. What is the required distance for parallel parking your vehicle near the curb or edge of the roadway in Texas? A. 15 inches. B. 18 inches. C. 10 inches. D. 50 inches. The answer is B. In Texas, when parallel parking, you must ensure that your vehicle is within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Question 44. If an emergency vehicle is approaching you with its siren, bell, or flashing red lights on, what should you do? A. Pull over to the left edge of the road if possible. B. Increase your speed and clear the lane. C. Stop immediately wherever you are. D. Pull over to the right edge of the road if possible. The answer is D. Under Texas law, if an emergency vehicle is approaching you with its siren, bell, or flashing red lights on, you must get clear of any intersection, yield to the emergency vehicle, pull over to the right edge of the road if possible, and remain stopped until the emergency vehicle has passed. Question 45. What is used in work zones, both during the day and night, to guide drivers into specific traffic lanes? A. Large flashing or sequencing arrow panels. B. Railroad crossing signals. C. Flag persons. D. Barricades. The answer is A. Large flashing or sequencing arrow panels may be used in work zones during both day and night to guide drivers into certain traffic lanes and indicate the closure of a portion of the road or street ahead. Question 46. When you approach a railroad crossing with an approaching train, how far must you stop your vehicle from the nearest rail? A. Between 5 and 40 feet. B. Between 15 and 50 feet. C. Between 15 and 30 feet. D. Between 5 and 25 feet. The answer is B. Under Texas law, when approaching a railroad crossing with an approaching train, you must stop your vehicle between 15 and 50 feet from the nearest rail. Question 47. You are driving on a 4-lane highway and see an emergency vehicle pulled over with its lights flashing ahead. What must you do? A. Slow down, also move into a non-adjacent lane if possible. B. Move into a non-adjacent lane if possible, otherwise slow down. C. Slow down. D. Proceed with caution. The answer is B. According to Texas move over law, when passing a stopped emergency vehicle, tow truck, or Department of Transportation vehicle with flashing lights, you must move into a non-adjacent lane if possible, leaving at least one vacant lane between you and the vehicle. If changing lanes is not possible, you must slow down. Slow down to 20 miles per hour below the speed limit if the speed limit is 25 miles per hour or more, or slow down to 5 miles per hour if the speed limit is below 25 miles per hour. Question 48. A driver who is convicted of driving while intoxicated will lose his or her driving privileges for at least how long for a third offense? A. 5 years. B. 2 years. C. 1 year. D. 180 days. The answer is D. For a third driving while intoxicated offense, the driver will face a felony of the third degree, including a fine of up to $10,000 and a prison sentence of 2 to 10 years. Additionally, their driving privileges will be suspended for 180 days to 18 months, if under 21 years of age, or 180 days to 2 years, if at least 21 years of age. Question 49. Unbalanced tires or low tire pressures can cause A. Increased fuel economy. B. Decreased stopping distance. C. Faster tire wear. D. All of the above. The answer is C. Worn or bald tires can increase your stopping distance and make turning more difficult when the road is wet. Unbalanced tires or low tire pressures can cause faster tire wear and reduced fuel economy and make the vehicle harder to steer and stop. Question 50. If a truck is trying to pass you, you can help the truck driver by A. Increasing your speed. B. Keeping to the far side of your lane and reducing your speed slightly. C. Beeping your horn. D. Keeping to the near side of your lane and reducing your speed slightly. The answer is B. If a truck is trying to pass you, you can help the truck driver pass by keeping to the far side of your lane and reducing your speed slightly. Never speed up when a vehicle is trying to pass you. Question 51. You want to park uphill on a two-way road with no curb. How should you turn your front wheels? A. So they face straight ahead. B. Right, towards the side of the road. C. Left, towards the center of the road. D. It doesn't matter. The answer is C. When parking uphill on a two-way road with no curb, turn your front wheels to the left, towards the center of the road. This helps prevent the vehicle from rolling into traffic if the parking brake fails. Question 52. In Texas, when does a provisional driver's license held by a person under the age of 18 expire? A. On the driver's next birthday. B. On the driver's 18th birthday. C. On the driver's 21st birthday. D. On the driver's 16th birthday. The answer is B. A provisional driver's license held by a person under the age of 18 in Texas expires on the driver's 18th birthday. At that point, the driver is eligible to obtain a regular driver's license. It is important to note that the expiration date may vary depending on the specific circumstances and regulations of the state. Question 53. What is the maximum speed limit for passenger cars on Texas highways marked by a state or U.S. speed limit sign outside of an urban area? A. 65 miles per hour day and 55 miles per hour night. B. 75 miles per hour day and 70 miles per hour night. C. 70 miles per hour day and 65 miles per hour night. D. 60 miles per hour day and 50 miles per hour night. The answer is B. The maximum speed limit for passenger cars on Texas highways marked by a state or U.S. speed limit sign outside of an urban area is 75 miles per hour during the day and 70 miles per hour at night. It is important to follow the posted speed limits and adjust your speed accordingly based on the specific conditions and signage on the road. Question 54. What is the rule regarding smoking inside a vehicle when a person under the age of 18 years is present? A. Legal if it is your child. B. Illegal at all times. C. Doesn't matter. D. Only illegal in certain situations. The answer is B. Smoking inside a vehicle when a person under the age of 18 years is present is illegal at all times. This is a measure taken to protect the health and well-being of minors, as second-hand smoke can be harmful. It is important to comply with this law and refrain from smoking in a vehicle when there are individuals under the age of 18 present. Question 55. When must instructions from school crossing guards be obeyed? A. During school hours only. B. At all times. C. Only when a crossing guard is escorting children across the street. D. Only during weekdays. The answer is B. Instructions from school crossing guards must be obeyed at all times. The role of a crossing guard is to ensure the safety of pedestrians, particularly children, when crossing the street. Following their instructions helps maintain order and prevent accidents. It is important to be attentive and comply with the directions given by crossing guards to ensure the safety of everyone involved. Question 56. What should you do if you are driving and are having difficulty staying awake? A. Open your windows and turn up your radio. B. Pull off the highway and rest. C. Turn on your air conditioner and drink coffee. D. Increase your speed to stay alert. The answer is B. If you are driving and having difficulty staying awake, you should pull off the highway and rest. Continuing to drive while drowsy can be extremely dangerous and increases the risk of accidents. It is important to prioritize your safety and the safety of others on the road by taking a break, finding a safe place to rest, and allowing yourself to rejuvenate before continuing your journey. Question 57. When turning left from a one-way street into a one-way street, which lane should you use? A. The lane closest to the left curb. B. Any lane as long as it is safe. C. The center left turn lane. D. The lane closest to the right curb. The answer is A. When turning left from a one-way street into a one-way street, you should use the lane closest to the left curb. This ensures a smooth and safe maneuver as you transition from one direction of travel to another. It is important to follow proper lane positioning and avoid crossing into lanes intended for opposite directions of traffic flow. Question 58. When driving on slick roads, what should drivers do? A. Drive as they would on dry roads. B. Accelerate quickly. C. Take turns more slowly. D. Use alternate routes. The answer is C. When driving on slick roads, drivers should take turns more slowly. This helps maintain control and reduces the risk of skidding or sliding on the slippery surface. Adjusting driving behavior to the conditions of the road is essential for safe travel. Question 59. Why should you never rely solely on your mirrors when changing lanes? A. Mirrors have blind spots. B. Mirrors need adjustment. C. Looking over your shoulder is better. D. Mirrors are inadequate. The answer is A. Mirrors have blind spots. It is crucial not to rely solely on mirrors when changing lanes because they have areas that are not visible in their reflection, known as blind spots. Checking over your shoulder is necessary to ensure there are no vehicles or obstacles in these blind spots before making a lane change. Question 60. If you are pulled over by law enforcement, what should you do? A. Get out of your vehicle and walk toward the patrol car. B. Stay in the driver's seat with both hands clearly in sight on the steering wheel. C. Unbuckle your seat belt and lower your window. D. Turn off your interior light if stopped at night. The answer is B. When pulled over by law enforcement, it is important to stay in the driver's seat with both hands clearly visible on the steering wheel. This action demonstrates compliance and reassures the officer of your non-threatening intentions. It is crucial to follow the instructions of law enforcement and maintain a calm and cooperative demeanor during the traffic stop.
We hope you found our 2023 Texas DMV practice test useful. If you did, remember to smash that like button. And if you're looking for more practice tests, check out these other videos and subscribe to our channel to see our latest tests.